A little late for the sound check on the PA system.
That's no sound check.
哇塞，James Harden 哎！
Hey, cool it, Wayne. Look, we need to play these guys, you know? There's no difference between them and the Jets.
我们可是要跟这些家伙比赛的，他们跟喷气机队的球员没什么差别。
Cool it? Look, just act like you've been here before.
Stephen Curry，
We've never been here before. Hey, Corey! Don't be touching no him.
Hello and welcome everyone to Shanghai. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We have a very special presentation of the NBA All-Star Global Tour as the NBA Stars play an exhibition match against the Shanghai Bears.
Boy, you can't be anything but in awe of this roster the NBA has put forth. Listen to these names: Curry, LeBron, Harden, Harris. One of the best teams the world has ever seen.
And we hear all the time about super teams in the NBA. Well, this is what a super team looks like.
Well, this should be a fun game for the fans of Chinese basketball, the NBA, and everyone alike. And I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge all the hard work that's been put in to make this exhibition game a reality. Clark, a wonderful event for everyone involved.
It's been a blast for me coming out to China for this tour. I don't know about you guys, but I've loved it. I think everybody can agree it's been a success. And I wouldn't be surprised to see the NBA look to make this a tradition like no other.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more and off the screen in that situation.
And the basket by Wade. Well, you can't come to China and not talk about the biggest connection the country has with the NBA. And, of course, Clark, that is the great Yao Ming.
And, you know, there have been a number of players that have played here in the Chinese League and the NBA, but Yao Ming undoubtedly helped build the bridge between China and the U.S. in terms of pro basketball. A great ambassador for the sport.
And he banks in the layup.
You got to give Ji Chao props, major props. He's really good at scoring, even under pressure.
On the wing, James shoots over Gung. And it's James missing.
Boy, and the fans here tonight have been fantastic. A full house coming out to see a lot of global icons.
And with players like LeBron, Curry, and Harden, they are huge names worldwide. And for many here in China, this is the only chance to see them in person.
The way he responded, you can tell AI is used to getting knocked around. It didn't faze him at all.
Time called here as the Stars want to talk it over.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit unlucky. Some of it is poor shot selection, in a slump, no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
And for AI, he was a player, Greg, who is strong in college, entered the draft, but couldn't find a team to take the risk picking him.
Yeah, and him not getting drafted might have been a case of AI getting misinformation about where he was slated to be picked. He'll have his chance to show what he can do versus NBA talent here tonight.
And they're running. Pass to Zheng. Back to AI. Wei, guarded by Kerr. AI outside, down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Greg, a lot of groups came together for this NBA Stars exhibition. It's all about establishing a bigger connection to China.
Yeah, and it's no secret. China loves the NBA, and the NBA makes sure to reciprocate with events like this one. It's a two-way street and really great for the game overall.
And the shot goes in.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
Now a timeout called by the NBA Stars.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there, just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
Harden, Hodong defending. Back to Harden. Over G. And once again off the mark by the NBA stars.
Well, on some levels, it seems almost unfair for any team to have to try to compete against this roster of NBA stars. But tell you what, you've got to like what you've seen from this Shanghai side. I mean, they know how to work together, and they've got great chemistry.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
It's George on the wing, guarded by Gung. With some arc, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Ji Chow.
Gotta love the penetration by George. Quick on his feet. The D can't handle it.
Well, Paul George, a great all-around player. Greg, one of the most sought-after players recently, and it's easy to see why with his play.
Yeah, George is one of the best two-way players in the game. And last season, we saw what he could do with his incredible defensive play all season long. Very few in the league can change the game like George can.
Now, here is Harden. Lillard, covered by G. Lillard, right side. Ming grabs the miss.
Well, you look out there, a little bit of a reunion going on the floor. I mean, fans will remember that both Harris and AI played together in college for a season.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Now, here's AI. He's got 13. Ming up top. Pass to Ho Dong. Just 5 to shoot. Here's AI, and it's blocked by Harden.
Wow, nice block there from Harden. I'd love to see more of this from him.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. The Bears on top, leading by 17. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Bears here, guys.
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
You know, Greg, I love watching this team get after it on defense. I mean, they play with a bit of edge and nastiness. And, you know, the level of play we've seen from Harden guys the last few seasons, absolutely incredible. I mean, arguably should have won the NBA MVP awards multiple times, but he won it last season with another incredible year.
Now, here is Harden. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Now a timeout called by the NBA stars. And Clark with Harden, the growth we've seen from him the last few years has been terrific. Greg, he's an all-around player now.
Yeah, I mean, Harden has shown.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's the Stars up by 10. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
You're only down by 10 at the half. That's good. Keep the pressure.
Hey, don't worry about that. I got plenty of it.
I'll be at the bench.
Yo, man, how you been? I looked for your warm-ups. Just missed you.
Likewise. You know, Coach matched us up this half, and I'm all in.
Okay, I feel you. Hey, how about this? A wager. Our flight's later tomorrow afternoon. You free for dinner? Show me around. Whoever scores the least points buys.
All right, bet. Nothing sweeter than a free meal. I'm about to put on a show.
I'm glad to see nothing's changed.
You ready?
Yeah.
And thank you for joining us on our NBA All-Star Global Tour. It's the second half of our broadcast between the NBA Stars and the Shanghai Bears.
And the NBA Stars did what they do best. But you have to give credit to this Shanghai team now. I mean, they've stayed in it.
And playing in front of their fans has kept the Bears full of energy. You expect the NBA players to turn it on at any point, though.
Another half on the way in what has been a fantastic exhibition so far.
Well, you want to see the epitome of a completely unguardable player? Look up the Greek Freak. I mean, we've seen him take the next step to become a perennial MVP candidate. This guy is special. And, you know, Kevin, they count on him to provide offense, and he knows how to fill it up.
Pass to G. On the wing, Gung Chen. Day. On the wing, Wei Li. Back to AI. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Like any exhibition game, I'm a little reserved in my expectations around the effort that either team will put forth. I mean, the NBA Stars will probably liken this to competing in the All-Star game, but I certainly hope they don't play like an All-Star game. Let's play some real basketball out here.
Down low, and it's Davis with the jam.
You know, he could have tried to force a shot there, but that's not him. Instead, LeBron keeps his eyes up, finds an open teammate.
It's Solomon to Kumbo. Curry on the wing. Way defending. Elbow shot is on the way. Here's Davis, and he uses the glass on the layup.
You're just beating everybody to the board, using his length, his skill set. The big fella Davis getting it done.
To the inside, G. And G Chow slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Here's LeBron. Back to Curry from outside the arc. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. All-star game effort usually mean relaxed defense, and it should be that way as this isn't meant to be a competitive atmosphere.
Yeah, and that tends to be the case for all-star games and showcase games like this. But I wouldn't be shocked if the game stays close to see both sides kind of ramp it up in terms of intensity and try and get the win.
You know, seeing AI in action for the first time in a while here, it's clear he's worked on his game, showing a lot of poise going up against this team of NBA stars.
Outside, George. 6 on the shot clock. Knocked loose. Stars able to keep the ball here as it goes out of bounds. And Clark, as you said, AI certainly putting in work for Shanghai.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line. Yeah, you know, Lillard is so quick and shifty. Just impossible to slow him down on the offensive end.
And Lillard just has that knack for taking over a game with his offense. When he is locked in, he is second to none in his ability to score from inside and beyond. And there's the attitude they want to see from AI. Moving, driving, attacking, keeping the D on its back foot.
Here's George. Kicks it out to Lillard. Pass to Harden. Now Cousins. Towns over Hodon. AI grabs the board.
And this is where you milk the clock.
Yeah, that's the intelligent play here, Greg, no doubt. No reason to chuck up some garbage shot.
Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Towns. Here's George. But they'll get another chance. No good that time. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Stars out in front. They lead by 6. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Shanghai trailing. AI outside. Passed away. AI, it's backed away. Shoots over Curry and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And Clark, you look at the roster for Shanghai. A few former Americans on it.
Playing overseas is becoming a bit more of a common path for a lot of players. I mean, China in particular has done a good job of making the most of players who just weren't ready for the NBA or were on the tail end of their careers.
And here are the Bears now. It's AI with the drive. No good that time. Some solid defense from Harris. James left side. Poked loose. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And one of the standout players to keep an eye on for this Shanghai team is Wei Lee. Very talented guard. And he could draw some interest from NBA teams.
Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Here's G. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
And, you know, it's a great treat to see LeBron James here in this exhibition. I mean, he's one of the biggest stars to ever play and going stronger than ever at this late stage in his career. Right now, it's hard to argue that he isn't the face of basketball.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the layup's good off the glass.
You know, this is where Giannis still does most of his damage. He has the size, athleticism, and shot repertoire to hurt you inside.
G, no good. As you said, LeBron James, a star among stars here in this exhibition.
Yeah, and LeBron is one of the most famous athletes in the world, and it is great. He would be willing to come on a tour like this. Says a lot about his commitment to growing the NBA.
You know, guys, if you talk to fans of the Chinese league, they'll tell you that Wei is one of the better players. I mean, he's smart, and he's a guy who can do a lot of damage at the offensive end.
Here's James, and the NBA Stars again with the bucket. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Timeout called the Bears. And as you said, Wei, one of the better players in the Chinese league.
And you can tell that a lot of fans are hoping Wei can hold his own against these NBA stars. It would mean a great deal for just how far
making a change here. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's against G. And it's the Bears with the ball. They trail by 9 points. And Day gets it to go.
As soon as AI turns it on, guys, I think you just let him do his thing and get out of the way. And, you know, when you see Curry out in an exhibition like this, you can't help but think about how he has completely changed the way players think about offense. I mean, kids all over the world are trying to emulate his play style, which is ball handling, mastery, and shot making extraordinaire.
Here's Gung. Takes the assist and lays it in. pick out the pass nicely.
Big players, guys, make big plays. Young Chan, terrific poise and a critical spot in the game.
Teardrop shot. Here's Porzingis. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one ungunged. Well, a chance to see Porzingis here, recovered from his injury, and we can only hope that he's at full strength from here on out.
Yeah, playing in a game like this, getting some light reps in, I think that's a good step. You just want him to be on the court as much as possible for the NBA season, as he is one of the most exciting players in our league.
Shoots. Misses off the left iron.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. 4 on the clock. Ball's knocked loose. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
To the middle, Harris. He's guarded by AI.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Really easy to see why the coaching staff goes to AI here. I mean, he's got clutch written all over him.
And now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. The 3, count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And what I love about AI, the confidence, his willingness to test his range even from way outside. Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws. Boy, so calm, composed. Love how he took his time and drained the important free throws. Big-time stuff there.
Timeout called, the Bears. What's your take, guys?
And they're going to have to score. Quick foul. Can't waste any time here.
Greg, one possession at a time, and really, as you said, it's all about clock management right now.
Outside, Gung. The 3. Laces one from 3.
And you can tell he wants to catch the eye of scouts. Gung performing in the clutch will certainly help his cause.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game. And it's the Bears with the ball. Pass to G. AI. Well, it seemed inevitable that the NBA stars handle their business, and they didn't disappoint as they come out on top over Shanghai.
Credit to the Shanghai team, guys, for making this closer than many would have thought. But when you go up against the best of the best, there's not a lot you can do, even in an exhibition game.
There's just no way possible to slow down a roster like this. Not with LeBron, Curry, Harris, and the others being unguardable. I don't think there's another group on the planet that could compete with this roster.
Well, that'll do it for us. We hope you've enjoyed this star-studded affair and what has been a great night for basketball across the globe. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time.
You really did your thing tonight.
Yo, AI.
Good job.
Yo, Corey.
I gotta admit, we didn't expect it, but you guys got a lot of real talent on this team across the board.
Hey, I told you I was going to put on a show, huh?
Hey, Shanghai's a real good spot for you to land, man. The details, I was almost there. It's close.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It's just encouragement. I didn't mean it.
Man, I played my guts out there tonight, man. I earned... Man, I knew that you would do this. Every single time. It's like, you can't even let me have one, can you? Hey, Zane, come...
Listen. Okay, you got me. Okay, fair enough.
Zane.
No one likes to be showing up.
退后，我们稍后在记者会时回答各位的问题。退后好吗？谢谢。
It's your time. Hey, you need me to stick around, handle some of these guys for you? I'll give you your due.
Nah, man, thanks. We got this. We'll talk later, okay? I'll see you at dinner. Who's got the first question?
现在开放问题。
Hey, hey. What area is that?
Yeah, not sure to tell you the truth.
That building. It's the what's it called? I'm forgetting. It's
Man, I really don't know. You know, I never checked it out.
Hey, have you taken a trip up the river?
Sorry, I don't know what it's called either.
And the PR
Sorry.
lady told us. Wang Po, does that sound familiar?
It sounds Chinese if that's what you're asking.
You don't get out much, do you?
I mean, you know, I wake up, go to practice, I'm home. I mean, it can't be that much different than you, right?
Oh, me? No, man. I get cabin fever all the time. Sometimes I just gotta take a day and go to the beach. Maybe take a trip to the mountains. See, I like to touch every new city that I'm in. Just see what's out there.
Man, if it's not basketball, I'm probably not going.
Man, but you still get to live in a cool place like this and play ball.
Yeah, but I mean, this place is just a step for me. Like, I'm trying to get my numbers up so I can get back home, you know? Get back to where I can have a real career.
Yeah, but what if this is the last time that you're ever in this city? I mean, look around. This place is amazing. And as far as a career goes, wouldn't hurt to slow down. People can recognize desperation as much as talent.
Man, that's easy for you to say. You're already in the NBA, you know?
Okay. Never mind, man. I see where you're at. Hey, that's not what I think it is it?
Now, that's the one place I do get out to. Boom.
No way. It's a classic 2K.
Yup.
I can't believe they still have
Yeah,
this.
man, it's the only one in town. Yo, you remember we used to play your brother's copy in the dorm? Because everyone was too cheap to buy the new console?
How could I forget? I remember back then that was the one game I let you win on.
Oh, see, I know what you're trying to do, but it's not gonna work.
All the tournaments that I won?
All right, one game, let's get it.
That's all I need.
From Boston, 2K Sports presents the NBA. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets and the Boston Celtics. Good evening, everyone. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And Clark, tonight's game featuring two of the best defensive teams in the league.
Exactly, Kevin. The Rockets with length on the wings and the Great Wall. Yao Ming guarding the rim. They get it done defensively.
But the story of the season has been the new big three here in Boston. And with the big ticket, Kevin Garnett patrolling the middle, their defense has improved dramatically.
Star talent, great coaching on both sides, GA. Should be fun to watch.
And what a difference a year makes. This time last season, the Celtics had just a 10-19 record, bottom four in the East. This season, 26-3, best in the league.
And the starting lineups for the Rockets, Bobby Jackson and Tracy McGrady in the backcourt, Shane Battier and Luis Scola, the forwards, and the big man in the middle, Yao Ming. And the Celtics, second-year guard Rajon Rondo at the point alongside Ray Allen. Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett at the forwards. And Leon Poe will hold down the center. The shot by Rondo is no good. And a new-look roster, Clark, for the Celtics. The big trades of the draft from All-Stars, Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett. It has come together quickly for them.
Boy, it sure has, Kevin. I mean, they really hit the ground running, and quite honestly, I think it's one of the most dramatic turnarounds you'll ever see.
And they bring a lot of leadership, too, don't they, these two guys?
Yeah, not only talent and experience, but you're right. These are guys that know what it takes to win at a high level. You know, a two-game homestand here for the Celtics, coming off a road trip where they won all four, bookending the trip with big wins in Sacramento and LA.
And the Lakers, a great team in their own right, The Celtics beat them by 19 points, and they're just in a heck of a groove.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Over to the left wing. It's stolen by Allen. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. And the Rockets coming off a 17-point loss on their home floor to the We Believe Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, Kevin, the Warriors outshot them and outboarded them. And the Rockets will have to do a ton better tonight if they want to get a W.
Now, here's Yao. McGrady against Allen. Rocket 6. Here's Battier. Perkins pulls it in. Rondo with the ball. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. So and it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnover.
And well, for the Rockets, two superstar talents in Tracy McGrady and Yao Ming. When healthy, they've shown they can play with anybody.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. On the court for the Celtics, Leon Poe out there with Garnett. Then it's Allen. Then there's James Posey. And it's Rondo in at the one spot. You know, Greg, we saw that Kobe-Shaquille O'Neal duo win 3 straight NBA titles. Clark, the McGrady-Yao Ming pairing. Kind of following that same thought process.
Yeah, well, you're thinking about it from this standpoint, Kevin. A big man, a behemoth of a man in Shaq, and a two-guard in McGrady who can take over with his scoring. It gets back to health, though. They need to be right physically to contend.
Good point. And Clark, you look at the Rockets, obviously McGrady and Yao Ming are the focal points, but do they have enough around them to contend for an NBA title?
You know what, Kevin? I think they're deep enough. You know, they've got smart veteran role players, intriguing young ballers, but Yao and T-Mac have certainly got to lead the way.
And Allen, just an incredible defender, has a grit and grind mentality and uses his speed and strong hands to just annoy offensive players.
P.J. Brown's checked in for Boston. Pierce comes in for Kevin Garnett. It's stolen by Rondo.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Look, you're maximizing your possessions. That's the critical thing here, and they've got to make sure the timing is right, though.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed, kill, showing no mercy in transition there, partner.
An uneven start to this season for the Rockets. So far, a losing record. They have struggled to live up to expectations.
The Celtics shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Cassell is checked in for Rajon Rondo. Both good from the line that time.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Heads shot is off. It's stolen by McGrady. Good on the bucket. McGrady's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, McGrady inside is confident, using his outstanding length to get the shot he wants and to get it off.
Here's Cassell, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half, a competitive game so far. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Kevin Garnett, what a contribution.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
And Rick Adelman taking over as head coach for the Rockets this season. Before this, 8 years in Sacramento, had a great team there as well.
Now here's Pierce. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Perkins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Perkins got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Boston. Taking a look at the Rockets. They've got Tracy McGrady. Yao is out there with Hayes. And there's Jackson, and it's Battier in at the 3, the small forward. Greg, you're talking about Adelman guiding the Kings to the playoffs every season. You know, Clark, they have and have had a chance at that big ring.
Yeah, they really have, Kevin. It's just unfortunate they haven't been able to quite get through the Lakers. I mean, easily, I think, could have won the title in 2002. And he also had some terrific teams back in Portland.
He did, and I think he's orchestrated this team in Sacramento so well. They're high energy, fancy passing. They're fun to watch.
Extremely fun to watch. One of the more entertaining teams in the league. Solid trip from the line right there. Knocked them down, and it was easy. Man, what a big turnaround for the Celtics defensively. Is it as simple as adding Kevin Garnett, or is there more to it?
Rondo, the head of the snake, coming into his own. Vets like Tony Allen and Kendrick Perkins, also difference makers defensively.
Garnett very comfortable close to the basket now. He's efficient as a low block scorer.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Fires from deep. Pierce with the rebound. Boston leading by 11. Pass to Rondo. Plays it up and banks it in. Rondo's got 5 now.
And although not the biggest guy, you gotta love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
And this is Doc Rivers' 4th season coaching the Boston Celtics. Clark overall, 13 years as a player. He was an all-star. Now 8 years as a coach in the league.
Well, I know my math numbers. That adds up to well over 2 decades in the league. He's an experienced hand to guide this veteran group.
The Rockets again can't hit.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, they can't find anything. They're lost right now. Everything working against them.
On deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Boston, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Rockets trail by 15.
And just amazing to see the turnaround here in Boston with the big 3. A franchise with a tremendous history. How about a league-leading 16 championships? This roster might have a chance to deliver even more hardware.
They've got Leon Poe, James Posey out there with Pierce, Bennett Allen, and it's Cassell head at the point. That's the Boston 5. Here's Allen. Dikembe Mutombo picking up that last basket. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Here's Allen. Off the inbound pass, and the layup is up and in. And coming off a 2-year playoff drought, the Celtics trades this summer, transformative, Clark, to say the least.
Yeah, you got that right, partner. I mean, all of a sudden, a team now with 3 potential Hall of Famers. That makes them a legit contender.
That's a lot of star power on one team, isn't it?
Yeah, and it usually takes multiple all-star caliber players to contend for championships.
Here's the pass to Cassell. 1:05 left to play in the final quarter. Count it, good.
Is it getting dark in here? Because if not, it's time to turn the lights out.
They're out already. I mean, give them a ton of credit for the job they did here today. Really impressive.
Mutombo inside, Poe's there. Mutombo misses. Well, we know, Greg, the Pierce happy to have some running mates now. Clark, Paul has had to carry the load for so long here in Boston.
Yeah, and he's done a lot of heavy lifting, Kevin and Greg. I mean, helped guide the Celtics to the 2002 Eastern Conference Finals. Has some frustrating years since, but this is the most talented team he's ever played on.
He probably couldn't have, Clark, drawn up a better roster for him to try to succeed, could he?
No, it looks like a hand-in-glove fit for these guys, Kevin.
The Rockets with another miss. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Here's Francis. He's covered by Cassell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. And so it's Boston with it. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Allen surveying the D. And the Boston Celtics extend their winning streak to 7. Clark, believe it or not, it's only the third longest win streak of this young season.
Yeah, they're in a nice group.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right. Hey, man, it's getting late. You know, I should start heading back soon.
Oh man, I'm my bad. I got a little carried away. You don't want to try for another round?
You know, practice, man. Like, got to build on some nice momentum. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that works. I'm headed back to LA tomorrow. It's a long flight. Nah, it is.
Actually, no, I don't. I'm stuck here. Remember?
You know, it was really good to see you, AI. And I hope you find a place that you feel comfortable in soon.
Okay. See, there it is again. Do you actually listen to yourself when you talk?
I'm just trying to walk up out of here like we're friends,
No,
okay?
it's so condescending, though. I mean, like, I hope you find a place where you feel comfortable.
I
Like,
mean
what
it.
is? Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Look, maybe things aren't exactly the way that you dreamed right now, but look at where you are. What you do, it's a privilege.
It's always funny how folks who lecture you about privilege and enjoying what you have are exactly the same people who have everything.
You're missing this moment, AI.
No, please keep explaining to me the hollow misery of being an NBA star, Corey.
There's so much more to this game than just taking the final shot or putting up your numbers. And that's always been your problem.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Coach.
Hey, be real with yourself. How much do you know about your teammates in Shanghai? Or even back with the Bulldogs? What made those guys hungry? Where their hearts lived? You never cared about anyone but yourself, AI, and they all see it. And until you do, this is exactly as far as you'll go.
No way. Yo, this is insane. No. Man.
You kidding, man?
Hey, wait.
Hey, I can see
Yo.
later.
Hey, remember that video? The dunk on Corey, the one that went viral? Check this out, man. It's being retweeted everywhere.
Hey, Coach looking for you.
Oh, all right, cool. Hey, man, I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere.
AI?
记你的技术平稳进步。你知道我平常不夸奖人，
You have
并
been
且
steadily
我不
improving
擅
this
长夸
season.
奖
You know I don't normally administer personal praise or do it well.
I know, sir.
我知道，教练。
I'm saying, you do. I know what you're saying. Thank you.
我们的办公室接到了有人打听你的消息。
Our office has received inquiries about you, about your status with the team,
My status?
你的合同
your contract.
Are you trading me? Sir, you said yourself I'm playing the best ball I've ever played. There's no other team in China I'd rather play with. I made a life with this.
basketball is your life.
You're right. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not up to me.
办公室收到了你的转会邀请。
Office has received a transfer request.
Is this about that video? The one I made that went viral? They noticed it, didn't they? I guess that's what happens when you dunk on Corey Harris.
跟你的灌篮视频无
It
关。
has nothing to do with your slam dunk video.
Wait, he understood that? Has he heard everything I said since I've been on this team?
Yes.
Even the thing I said about...
Yes.
Yeah, okay. My bad.
对方开的条件挺好，你得尽快离开。
The terms are satisfactory. You need to leave as soon as possible.
Where am I going? Hey,
Welcome to LA, sir.
thanks, man.
You ready to go?
Sorry, man. I just needed a minute to stretch my legs and take it in. LA, here I am. Oh, by the way, man, I am so sorry about this, but I didn't have time to change my yuan into dollars for a tip.
It's all taken care of, sir.
It is? Okay. Gotta love the Lakers.
Hey, AI.
Oh, hey.
Glad I found you. How's it going? They're just wrapping up in there.
Oh, yeah, it's great, man. Hey, look, I'm sorry I'm late. Airport traffic was totally brutal.
No worries, we're used to it. I'm Darren Stackhouse, coach of the South Bay Lakers.
Yeah, it's a G League team, right?
Hey, Marcy, you got to read on my lunch? I want a tuna and cheese on 7-grain bread, and then these sprouts they like to stick in there.
There's no 7-grain. And I've been to this place and I've seen the cheese and it's buyer beware.
So what are you gonna give me, a little bowl of tuna and slap it on a paper plate? I don't want that.
They can do rye.
No, I don't want tuna and rye. That doesn't taste
Tuna's delicious on rye.
Are you saying that because you actually believe it or because of my lack of options?
Tuna's gross, so I guess the second one. Is this the guy?
This is the guy.
Interns out and I picked the short straw for lunch. I'm Marcy, I do analytics. Your PER is solid, but you gotta get those wind shares up if you want to stick.
Gotta get him up.
Yeah, okay.
Come on, let me give you the rest of the tour.
That's really nice of you, Coach, but I slept on the plane and I'm good to go for practice, seriously.
Okay, but those guys are wrapping up in there. Practice doesn't start for another hour.
Wait, they're wrapping up?
Yeah, the Lakers. So, the locker room is down here, and this is a brand new facility, our home. And your new home. What's the problem, kid?
My new home.
Your new home. Now listen, our roster's a little depleted this year, okay? We got some problems, but I got high hopes for you.
Coach,
Stackhouse.
Yes, Coach Stackhouse.
His name is Coach Stackhouse.
I don't have a manager yet to give me with, like, logistics and people to help me out, so...
Right, okay. We're
listen,
here
my
now,
Chinese
though.
isn't all that great,
Okay.
so... sometimes things aren't completely clear. Are you saying that I left the Shanghai Bears for the South Bay Lakers?
Yes.
Not the Los Angeles Lakers?
Did someone tell you you were coming here to play in the NBA?
They just said, you know, L.A., and then 10 minutes later I'm on a plane, and...
No, I get it. That's a tough pull, kid, but, it's the G League. South Bay Lakers. If you have a problem with it, please.
No, Coach,
No
I'm
problem.
good, yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
Sure you
100%.
Need a cup of water?
No, I'm good, man. Let's do it.
Good, let's continue this tour. I got things to do.
Hey, Corey.
Hey,
Let me get at you real quick, man. This is a joke, right?
this is how this is gonna go, man. I don't even want to have the conversation.
Oh, whoa. What conversation is that exactly? I'm in a G League, man. I'm supposed to be on the Lakers, bro. I spent all this time dominating in the Chinese league.
It's not enough.
I put you on a poster in Shanghai.
Yeah, you showed me up. You played an inspired half.
That's right, against all-stars, Corey.
It was a start.
Is that they word? Or is that yours?
Both. And to tell you the truth, you ain't even on their radar. I've seen their boards, AI. I know who they're tracking, and you're not on there. I'm only telling you because I would want to know.
Sorry. Hey, I understand you.
Yeah, I hope so.
No, I'm saying I understand. It's refreshing.
Shut up.
You know, I brought you here. At least, I called Stackhouse and he listened.
Wait a minute, you're the guy from after the game in Shanghai. Who are you?
My friends call me Big Toonie. It's not the name my mom's gave me, but it's just as important.
Oh God, you're Big Toonie?
You sound surprised.
Well, nah, it's just like when people hear about you, it's like they're describing someone that doesn't really exist.
That's because I'm willing to make decisions no one understands.
Everyone thinks that you should be a GM, and you always turn them down.
Anybody with a TV remote control can make a lottery pick. North Philly, Rucker, Greece, Lithuania. That's where I'm at home, where the game is played. I'm like an old man on the beach with a metal detector, trying to find that piece of gold no one else sees.
Do you think that's me?
Straight up? No.
Wow. Ouch.
But you might be. You just tried to run before you could walk or crawl. That's why you ended up where you needed to be.
Shanghai.
Then you learned how to crawl. That's why you're here.
Keep grinding.
But there's something more for you. Something missing.
Like what?
I put in a word for you once, AI. Just make sure I want to do it again.
AI, my man. Get over here.
Hey, Coach. Coaches.
AI.
You know, everyone on this team really appreciates everything you've done. You know that, right?
Well, I haven't had a chance to do anything yet, Coach, but I'm excited to win this team some games. I mean, y'all need me.
Ha. We appreciate that confidence. You are gonna be just fine. I have a sixth sense about these things.
Thanks. That means a lot.
So there is no easy way to say this, but the South Bay Lakers now have unlimited credit at Reggie's, players and staff included.
Okay, I'm confused. What's Reggie's?
Reggie's Famous Grinder. It's the food truck on Sepulveda. Every local blog, top 10, 5 stars on every app that matters, and we're their new local lunch stop.
Oh, they make great sandwiches. The tuna melt is out of this world. They put 2 to 3 cheeses on every sandwich. It's great.
Swiss and provolone.
Swiss, provolone, and no rye.
No rye.
You like rye?
I'm more of an Italian roll guy myself. So, what is going on here?
Well, we made a deal, and Reggie's was in the deal we made, and we got a player, plus they're covering our Reggie's bill for a full year as part of the trade.
Trade for what?
It's a business. It's a business, kid.
Where am I going now?
Have a seat.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
I'm just finishing up here. So...
Coach Cal.
Just taking a nice long look at you. Welcome to the Mad Ants, son.
Thank you, sir. Glad to be here.
Yeah. I appreciate you saying that with a straight face.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to offend.
No. It's Fort Wayne, Indiana. You know, I mean, here's what you need to know. The summers. The winters. Okay, we don't have any sports stations here, so we get all of our news from the Indianapolis affiliate. Okay, let me tell you something about Indianapolis. They think they're so cool because they have like restaurants and a mall, schools. We don't need all that stuff in Fort Wayne. Okay, thank you very much. But you know, we got other stuff here like we got
Basketball.
Yes, like basketball and. Oh, you know what else we have? Amish people. Did you know that?
No, sir. There's a lot of Amish people?
Yeah, and they drive real slow in those little horse and buggies, I'll tell you what. But you know what they do? They make really great furniture. Did you know that? They can make any kind of furniture. They made this desk for me. You gotta pay them in cash, though, because they don't like to pay taxes because they hate the government. I'm not sure if that's true, but that's my theory. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, basketball. Discipline, control, and respect. Does that make sense?
I think...
It doesn't really, now that I say it out loud. But anyway, when you're at the Bulldogs, I thought you had a lot of discipline, a lot of control, but you don't respect your team. You know, you're not a team player. You got to master that on the court and off.
Oh, I mean, sir, I never, had much of that.
I tell you what, a lot of guys, they burn out because they think their job ends at the buzzer. It doesn't. What I want you to do is to take some time, make yourself a better man, because that's going to make the team better, okay? And if you treat Fort Wayne right, she'll pay you back in full.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, sir.
You're here because I wanted you here. So prove me right.
I got you, bro, I got you. Would you just hold still? I'm only gonna do this once. All right, Howie, I miss. I pay for every dinner this season, all right? Enough with the speeches, Paul, throw it! All right, here it comes. Ready? 1, 2.
Hey, man, you need a little...
Oh, hey, sorry, man.
It's all good, it's all good.
Wait, new guy.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, new guy. I'm Howie.
AI, nice to meet you, bro.
I'm the guy you'll see at the end of the bench. I think Coach mostly keeps me around because he doesn't know I exist. Occasionally he calls me Doug and confuses me with the equipment guy. Asks me to pick up a towel here and there.
And do you?
No, that's Doug's job. I don't want Doug to lose his job.
Hey, do you know which one of these is my locker?
Just pick one. That's what I usually do. Or just toss my stuff in a heap in the corner.
AI, locker's over there. Made sure they put a new plate on this morning.
Hey, thanks, man. Hey, wait, you Paul Tatum, right?
Yeah?
4 seasons with the Bulls, 6 with the Heat, one of those with the ring.
Yeah, now I'm a Mad Ant.
We working together.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Man, that's awesome. You a legend. I patted my hook shot after you. Man, I am not worthy.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm excited to see what we can do out there.
Thanks. Hey, can I get through real quick?
No, I'm good.
Look, bro, I'm gonna need you to slide over, okay? That's my locker.
see you on the floor.
Uh-oh. Hey, what's up with him?
Him? Is that a trick question?
Nah, the dude who was just by my locker, only speaks in 2-word bursts.
He actually talked? It's Marcus Young. Must be warming up to you.
That's good to know.
So, I hear we get you and South Bay gets a deli counter?
Point guard too, but yeah. Open tab at a sandwich shop was part of the deal. Apparently it's on all the important lists.
I love lists.
Okay, cool. So, anything else I should know about this place?
Okay, so it breaks down like this. The bus. Don't even waste space in your bag for one of those neck pillows. It doesn't matter. You're not gonna sleep. Old gym socks everywhere. Basically, it smells like the 70s. And keep your shower time to a minimum. It's just good business because there's always a line. Guys kind of know to look out for each other here. Come on, let's move it! The food you already know about. Since we're always on the move, it's typically cheap and local. Local meaning a highway convenience mart or hotel vending machine if we don't have time for a longer stop. And we play cards. Lots and lots of cards. Buy a deck because playing euchre or beret with a few clubs missing just makes the bus ride that much longer. We have one of the toughest schedules in the league. And most of those travel miles are through stretches of the country that make your phone as useful as a paperweight. Welcome to the Mad Ants.
Thanks.
Hey, yo, check this out, man. When we get out there, I want to be sure that we are clear about who I am and who you are.
Hey, look, man. Coach wanted me here. Okay, that means that he thought that the roster was missing something. It was lacking. Now, I know who I am. So if I was to take a guess about who I would say you are, I'd say you're lacking.
It's my team. It's not yours. It's never going to be yours. I'm going to get my numbers.
Hey, man, everyone gets numbers. But they gotta be big if they mean something.
Okay. Let's see who scores the most points tonight.
Okay, you're on.